So we built this milk stanchion in our driveway, and we're now here moving it into the field and down around to the barn. We made it pretty sturdy enough and got it so that we were able to slide forklifts right underneath it in order to lift it up. We had to put the chain around it to help steady it, and it seems to be working really well. Time to close the gate here. Make sure the cows stay in. Deal. He is always getting in the way. It stops right, yep, there he is. It stops right in front of my feet. There's one swell right up ahead here, which is going to cause a little bit of issue, hopefully not, with going over it with the tractor and the stanchion. Can we do the rest by hand?
Huh?
Can we do the rest by hand? Muscle it?
Maybe.
We've got about 3 feet left. How about if I push on the back end and you lift up on the front?
No. Be nice to have it forward, Jack.
Okay, so here's a summary of the milk stanchion build that we had. The dimensions are 3 feet by 7 feet. And most of the plans that I saw were doing 6 feet, but I'm really glad we did extra 7 feet because Miss Puffin stuff seems to be a bit longer, and it gives her a lot more room and not have to worry about backing up and coming off of it. We put 3 4x4 runners here, here, and here, and then used decking board for the flooring. 4x4 posts, which are, I believe, 7 or 6 feet high. I can't remember now. And then the bracing around it is 2x6s. And I've also got corner braces. Excuse me, let me get in here. Okay, I got corner braces on all the corners, all the way around, to give it support. And then I got a corner brace up at the top. You could probably see that better right in there. So, and then we also added this board, which can be pushed down to keep them in or keep them out, whichever way that goes. And that's just attached by a bolt, but it can slide up and down. We also added these two rails here to keep them away from the yummies. And we put in an extra board on the main post that goes up to the ceiling and bolted the side of it to that post. So this is pretty darn secure. We have, as you can see here, we got 2x6 here. I believe it's 2x6. On the inside, we shimmied it out to fit and put a block in here, spacer, and then another block spacer over there to allow wiggle room for the headlock. And we have lag bolt galore fastening everything down. And come back over here and push this up out of the way, open that up, and so there's a good view of the feed bucket, which is made out of 2x6 in a box. It has a plywood bottom, and it holds the bucket just fine. We also added 2x4 legs on both sides to give it support, because cows like to be a little pushy with their food. So that's the feed box, and I've also got it resting on a ledge here. So the front edge is connected basically to the stanchion. For the headlock, these are 2x4s, and they are sandwiched in, like I said, sandwiched in between here. This one right here is stationary. A lot of them have the plans where they both move. I opted just to have one stationary and one move. And so it moves pretty well. And then I have a lock in place here. And I tied a rope here so that it's an easy release to open it up. One hand operation. Lock it down. Open it up. Pretty simple. And it has been working out pretty well. And she thinks she's going to get some treats.
That's a good girl. Good girl, Puffin Stuff. And there we have it. Second day in, and she's already in there. And it's working out awesome. That's a good girl. I'm not going to bother with a lock. I'll let her get comfortable and realize that there's treats in here for a few more days. And then we'll gradually work on getting the headlock closed on her and see how she acts. But I'm very pleased. Second day, she's already standing on it fully. And quite comfortable and content. Let's see what happens if I stand up. Because right now I'm sitting down. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. No hurries. And that gate over there is working good. Can't quite get over there to reach the foods. And they're able to back up and do good. You gonna try it, Annie? And he's like, no. And she already left a poo-poo on there. I gotta get a shovel and clean that up. But, yep, it is working.
And we got another day of success. Here you go. Puff and stuff. Puff and stuff. Give me a puff. Here you go. Give her a little bit more treat. Yay! She's getting a little better about getting in there. Right now I've got the head locked. She hasn't tried to back out yet. She's content eating her yummies. Not sure how she'll react if she tries to back up right now. Good girl. That's my good girl, fuzzy girl.